Hi, friends. How are you? Welcome to our weekly conversations. Today, I'm going to be taking live questions, but I'm going to start off with a topic near and dear to my heart on how to set and accomplish your goals. I don't know about you, but there was a time in my life where I said, these are the things I want to do, but I never actually got around to accomplishing the thing that I wanted to do. So, my mom always said, which I know as a kid drove me crazy, but she said, if you don't know where you're headed, you'll never know when you arrive. Hmm. It's so simple yet so profound. We have to know what our goals are in order for us to map our actions to get there. So, in order for us to know where we're headed, it's going to be so important for us to have a vision, right? Like, what's your big idea? And then we take each day as it comes. But it also has a little bit of difficulty when we talk about the each day. Like, we like the idea of our dream life, but sometimes living each day on how to get to our dream life becomes a little complicated. Can I get an amen? Or maybe I'm just the only one. Like, does not trying to work in your business every day take a lot of time and energy? I have to tell you a story. There are teams from around the world that gathered to compete in a survival competition in the toughest of situations. Now, I want to take a second and talk about what this is because my sister shared this story with me. I thought it was very profound because teams from around the world had to complete a 300-mile trek in the snow and in blistering conditions. So, teams had assessed it would generally be good, given the circumstances, for us to try to walk 20 miles each day. Now, there were teams who took off from the starting point and on the first day did 35 miles. For all intents and purposes, you would look at that team and be like, they're going to be the winners. But then what happened on day two, they were only able to do 10 miles due to exhaustion. And each consecutive day, they were able to do less and less and less. It was the team who focused on not being the first out the gate. It was the team who focused on just doing the 20 miles per day. And I can't help but think that people right now, you and me right now, we're not in the blistering snow trying to walk 300 miles in the snow. But to those who sit behind the computer and study, to those who do what they are called to do for a living, for those who freely give to others in the name of moving their industry forward, those are the people putting in their 20 miles every day. So to you, my friend, who feel like you're not moving fast enough, could you give yourself the permission to say, I am doing the best I can? Like, could you give yourself the permission and just say maybe, just maybe, that you are right where you are supposed to be? So if you and I are on the same page right here and right now, I want to talk about the 3 steps to setting your goals. Number 1, change what you do daily. It is not enough for you to think about the thing you want to do. It is not enough for you to hope to run that marathon. It is not enough for you to hope to start that photography business. It's not enough for you to hope to be mayor of your city. What you need to do is you need to run every day, you need to shoot every day, you need to campaign every day, you need to talk every day. Whatever it is you want to do, you must do it every day. Why? Because there are people who want the exact same thing that you do, and they're doing it every day. Now, right now, it's crazy times. People are homeschooling their kids. People are not sure of their job situation. I get that. I am only asking you to do one thing every day for what it is you want to do. If you want to be a photographer, carry your camera everywhere. As you walk your dog, as your kids are sleeping, as your shoes are on the floor, shoot, 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 shoot. If you want to become a writer, you must write every single day, even if it's writing for 12 minutes before your kids wake up. You must practice the discipline of working for what it is that you want. So how do you accomplish goals? Number 1, you change what you do daily and do that thing every single day. Number 2, name it and claim it. It's so important for you to actually put words to the thing that you want. So there was a time where I started getting pretty serious about practicing yoga. And the yoga studio that I went to, they had this challenge, 45 yoga sessions in 30 days. And you had to sign up and you had to pay for it. And I told my husband, I'm going to do this 45 classes in 30 days. I'm going to do it. If I had not told him that I was going to do that, he would have not have kept me accountable, because there were days I didn't want to go. I was like, oh God, I'm not going today. But when you name it and claim it, it empowers you to share your goals, and those people will keep you accountable. So how do you accomplish your goals? You share your goals so that people can call you out. And let me tell you, you don't want to be called out. But the people who love you and care for you and want to see you succeed, they're going to call you out. And then it's up to you. How bad do I want this? The third way, yes, the third way to accomplish your goals is to understand that it's never a failure. I don't believe in failure. Now, for the vast majority of my life, for 90% of my life, I believed that failure existed. I believed I was defined by my failures. I would beat myself up again and again for my failures. I didn't realize that I was in the boxing ring and I was beating myself up. Nobody could be as mean to me as I was to myself. The minute I reframed that I didn't fail, but I had learned a lesson, the minute I reframed that I didn't fail, that everything I'm going through is ultimately leading me to where I have to go, that is when everything changed for me. That was all of a sudden, I was like, oh my God, I'm having fun. Oh my God, I'm not beating myself up anymore. Oh my God, I'm having an adventure. Oh my God, this is exciting. Oh my goodness, I'm doing it. Friends, failure isn't a thing. It's a point of view. You get to choose if you failed. Failure is an option. It takes just as much energy for you to believe that you failed. And it takes just as much energy for you to say, dang, learned not to do that again. It is a choice. So when we get to this part, right, because you're like, okay, Jasmine, I'm ready to set my goals. I'm ready to talk my dream. I am telling you that the easy part is talking about a dream. The hard work is when you actually start to do the dang thing. Because it sounds much easier to say, I really wish to be a photographer. I really wish to create an online course. I really wish to redesign my website. No, honey. It has to be today. Your option is start doing something today. And I believe that when you make the decision to do something in that day, you're going to need tools and you're going to need resources and you're going to need support. You're going to need a community. And I show up every single week on Facebook. I show up every single week on YouTube. I show up every single week on Instagram. I go through and I create conversations. But what I want to do is I'm going wide on social media and I want to go deep with creating relationships. I am hosting a free 1-hour class called How to Plan, Organize, and Execute a Month of Social Media Posts in 1 day. Friends, you can save your seat at jasminestar.com/planning, and you are going to learn my social media planning system, how to never run out of content ideas, and how to get followers to engage. All right. Let's get into your live questions. I show up. This is what I do all day, every day. Okay. Maria, I go live in my group every Thursday, even on a bad day. I even cried on a live. People love when you show up as you. Like, there's literally no wrong way for anybody to do it. You show up as you. I would rather you have 10 people who really like you than 100 people who don't know you. They just kind of like pass through your stuff. When people know you, they trust you. Okay, Katie says, congratulations on the beautiful baby. My baby girl, she is so sweet. She's so good and she is so wonderful. We are so blessed. Tom said, this is the very thing I feel that holds me back in almost every area of my life. Tom and anybody else who's listening, let me tell you, you're not alone. Let me tell you, it's totally normal. And let me also tell you, it is a muscle. It is a muscle that you flex. The more time that you do something that scares you, the more time that you map your actions to your hope, the more time that you create discipline, all of the more of those times really has a profound effect on your business, on your life, and how you show up. The question becomes, are you going to use that muscle? Because over time, the muscle gets bigger. Now I can say, and people say, oh yeah, you could say that because you have a successful business. And I'm like, wait, no. I now take on projects really fast. I now move really fast. I now hold unattachments. I set a goal. If we hit the goal, awesome. If we don't hit the goal, equally as awesome. What are we gonna do next time? But I didn't get there. It took me a while to flex that muscle. So friend, start flexing. Courtney says, for Facebook, Instagram ads, which do you think is more effective? A scroll-stopping photo or great copy? I'm trying ads and I'm stuck on where to put my efforts. I don't feel like I have both options. And to that, I say, Courtney, test. Even if you have a $10 ads budget, you can have 2 ads, each for $5. And you could test what you're like, wow, this is a really awesome photo that I think is going to be scroll stopping and amazing. And then try testing out some copy. And then on another, you use a photo that you're like, I don't know if this photo is going to work and I'm going to try this copy. I'm going to tell you that I only preach what I practice. There was this one time that I was like, I'm going to do an opt-in for Instagram stories. And I had photos that I was trying to test. I was like, this photo is not going to work. And the ads team was like, let's just try it. And I was like, okay, fine, let's try it. And it ended up being the one that worked. What the heck? It's so hard to predict what is going to work online. So I would say, girl, have some fun with this. Don't worry. Start testing. Give yourself the permission. This goes back to the conversation we just had. Give yourself the permission to explore. Like that's exactly 100% what I want you to do. Because when you explore, all of a sudden there's freedom and fun back in your business. Okay, we're going to get into another question. And this is from, I feel like I'm losing my voice. This is from Kim. Which has been more rewarding and profitable to you, creating a course or a monthly membership? So for those of you who are new to the hood, I am a photographer and business strategist. I was a photographer full-time for almost 12 years, had a very successful business, and people started asking me how they could use Instagram. So I created multiple courses, an Instagram course, a branding course. And what I realized was that I loved the experience and it was wonderful, but I just didn't feel like I was able to connect with people on a deep way. It's like you did the course and then we were done. And now that I have Social Curator, which is a monthly social media membership, I feel like I get to like make friends and help business owners over time. So I don't think one is better or worse, but for my personality and how I like to coach people and how I like to keep people accountable, because inside of the group, that's like what I do. Like I just don't take excuses. Like if you want to be coddled and you want to have fun and you want your head like braided and saying like, oh, you're fabulous, your business is great, and you're not making any money, I'm not that friend. Like I will tell you, you have spinach in your teeth. I will tell you it's time to up your game. I will fix your crown without ever telling you that it was crooked. But you always know you're going to get a straight answer from me. And so with the course, it was like I had to do this only 4 weeks or 6 weeks. And the membership, I get to be like, yo, you said this same stuff 2 months ago. Where's the action? That kind of stuff is just better for my personality. But I could be a little extra. Or not. You know, I'm extra for some people, I'm perfect for others, whatever. Okay. So, Kayla, when doing an ad, do you use story ad or feed ad? This goes back to what I say. Test. I do both. But I will say that if you can nail a good story, those story ads are super effective. They are really engaging and people know how to connect with you immediately. I only do story ads when I'm talking to camera. I would not do a photo as a story. I just feel like if you're going to do a photo for a story, you should just put it in a feed because then like the formatting's different. Like you have the ability to go on your phone, you record a 15-second video, and then that video becomes a video that you have for story ads. To me, they have just worked so well. But again, it really depends on who you're trying to attract and like what their preferences are. Okay, Danae. Thoughts on influencer marketing? I'm an online boutique owner and not sure if the ROI is there. Guess what? You are in control. You get to determine if it's worth it for you. Now, here's the beauty of this. What I want you to do is I want you, like, let's say, Danae, you live in Detroit. I don't know where you live, but I'll just pick Detroit. I want you to go to the Detroit hashtags, or go to Detroit mom, or go to Detroit blogger hashtags. And I want you to find influencers in your neck of the woods because you have a boutique. So if you reach out to them, and you're probably gonna have to reach out to 99 people before you get a yes. But what you're gonna do is, Danae, you're not gonna let them set the price. Because you could reach out to somebody, or you can even ask them. You can ask them. Go ahead, ask them. You can ask 10 people, all with 5,000 followers, how much do you charge for a post? And guess what? All of them are going to give you a different answer. So then, Danae, you get to say, this person is charging me $400 and this person's charging me $150. Then, Danae, you get to test. Just if you find, because people will just say, hey, it's worth it for me. Like, you're going to send me an outfit and then I get paid $150 and I just have to like Instagram at you. Some people think that's worth it to them. Other people don't. I would say ask what their rates are, and then you get to decide, is this worth it for me or not? I love testing. Zero attachment to testing, getting all those results, and then moving the needle forward. Yes, amen. Okay, if you guys have questions, please, please, please feel free to leave them here. I feel like I'm losing my voice. That's exactly what I'm doing. Okay, we're going to get into a question. Let me bring this up right now from Isabella. I'm going to expand it a little bit because it was a little small. Okay, here we go. Isabella, I'm a casting director and I go live each week on Instagram and Facebook. I give a lot of great content for free, but I have a hard time selling my paid workshops. Any good tips on how to sell, or good books that I could read to get better at selling? So Isabella, well, number one, congrats, because we go live. That's what we do. And what do we do right now? We share great content, right? Like you're saying it's great content. If people keep on showing up, it's great content. The market has spoken. Congratulations. Felicidades. However, if people aren't buying your product or service, it could be one of two things. That you're not creating a differentiation about what you do online to what you do in person. Because if you're giving away all this information and people are like, wow, this is amazing, I love it so much, they might not feel inclined to say, wait a minute, I think I need to invest in her class. What I do, here's the thing, I'm talking about my business because it's the only thing that I know. So what I do on the outside is I go live on Instagram, I go live on Facebook, I do YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn. I'm creating content. So why would anybody pay to be a member of Social Curator? Because what I do in Social Curator is different than what I do on the outside. I've created differentiation with the content, with the resources, with the coaching, with the masterclasses, with the accountability, with the momentum. Like, I don't do any of that stuff, what I do on the outside. So I can show up and be 100. And then when it comes time for me to ask for a sale, like you, I don't think I'm a better salesperson. I'm just saying, if you like what you see out here, guess what's going to be over there? And one thing we have to remember as any business owner is that we don't sell a product. We don't sell an acting class or a voice class. We don't sell dog walking. We don't sell jewelry. What do we sell? We sell a transformation. We sell making a person different after experiencing your business. So if you are in the business of being a photographer, you don't sell photos. You sell family heirlooms. You sell memories. You sell a transformative experience of who this family was without photos to who this family is now having a legacy heirloom. You, I think you had said a casting director, and you teach people and you go live. You as a casting director are in, and I'm assuming, I don't know, but I think you might be teaching other casting directors. If you do, the transformation is going from being an out of work, unrespected casting director to, wow, being respected and getting in behind the velvet ropes in Hollywood, in Detroit, in Miami, in New York. All of these big cities, you become the casting director. What are you selling? You're not selling how to become a casting director. You're selling the transformation of where those people are to where they aspire to be. Then that becomes a game changer, because people aren't just going to give you money to spend more time with you if they feel like they're already satiated on the back end. They just want to be like, oh, I got this for free. Then you have to say, this is what happens at the workshop. You become an entirely different person. Okay, Maggie O'Reilly, for a newsletter promo that is just starting off, What is a good positive open rate? I love this question. So industry standard across the board is around 17 to 20%. If your open rate for your newsletter is 17 to 20%, that is average. If you're getting anything over 40%, you're killing the game. Congratulations. So how do you move your open rates to get over that 40% mark? Your emails should not always be about sales. If people can guess she's gonna sell me again, they're not going to open. There are some emails that I receive that I open every single day. Why? Because they're highlighted events, it's curated, it's fun, it's conversational. After I read it, I feel like I'm smarter, I feel like I'm entertained, I feel like I've escaped. And different newsletters do all of these different things, right? Depending on what it is that you sell. And then there are other like emails that I get, like for instance, like no tea, no shade. So I love this yoga attire company. I'm not gonna talk about their name. They're amazing. I love their clothes. I love them. They email me like every day. And I'm like, listen, I like yoga. I'm not going to buy a new outfit every day. It's like almost ridiculous. And so I just stopped opening their emails. I'm like, you're going to sell me again. If I get their email and I'm in the mood to buy a pair of pants, maybe I'll open, maybe not. So if you're only using it for sales and that's what people can predict, be very careful. When you lead with value and benefits, it's a game changer. Okay, so Sharon, how to promote a free financial literacy class or business events on Facebook and Instagram for people to see what I do and the value in it that isn't much interaction when I post online. Is it because I don't have that many followers or something else? So Sharon, this is what we see all the time. Like this class right here, that class is free, right? But I have to show up day after day to talk about it, to give exposure to it, because Instagram is not giving exposure for free. Like organic reach on Facebook is now 2%. So Sharon, if you have 100 followers on your Facebook page, only 2 people are going to see it organically. And if those 2 people don't engage with it, very few other people are going to see it. Like if those 2 people do engage with it, there's a higher likelihood that maybe 4 to 6 people will see it. The more people that are engaging with your post, the more organic reach that you're going to get. So here I am showing up, doing a Facebook Live, talking to an audience, inviting them. People may not sign up. They might not. I'm also running ads. And people are like, wait, why are you running ads to a free class? That's the name of the game. People have to know that the class exists. And the way that you do that on Instagram and Facebook, if you really want to get something seen, you have to pay for it. Like that's just the fact of the matter. And people are like, oh, that's so scary or that's so unfair. It's a free platform. Mark Zuckerberg has let us use it for over a decade for free. And now he's just saying, if your business is going to benefit, so is mine. There you go, Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, for those of you guys who are even questioning, okay, JasmineStar.com, 55/planning, 55 minutes that will change how you approach planning your monthly content in just but one day. Thank you guys for asking these live questions. I really appreciate it. Let's go into Kayla Joy, feeling all the feels. Any fun books to read right now? Oh, Kayla, I don't know what you're in the mood for, but some of my go-tos, if you're kind of like in the businessy kind of like realm, The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. This is all about like the psychology of business. It's all about you setting limitations and then moving past limitations. Very good. Stephen Pressfield, Do the Work. Y'all, I think it's maybe a paragraph on each page. So like you could read one page every night for 40 nights and finish the book. It's so good. If you're the creative type, Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert always delivers. If you're trying to get into business strategy and scaling and learning how to work with a team, Powerful by Patty McCord is a great and fantastic book. If you're looking for a piece of fiction, All the Light We Cannot See, so good, so good. So I actually liked that we ended on that note. No business, just books about business. Friends, I hope to see you next week in this live class. We're going to have a blast, and I do firmly believe it will transform your business and your trajectory. I would love to see you there. Health and wealth, and please take care of yourselves during these times, and I hope to be hanging out with you live in this class. Much love. Bye.